channel. I'm Ben Lichti, and this farm is Pond Bank Farms, as is the channel name. I farm along with my dad and my brother. Later on in this video, I want to give you guys a tour of the heifer barn, the decisions that went into building it, what we like, what we don't like, and some of the pros and the cons, I guess. So stay tuned, that'll be closer to the end of the video. We are right now in between Christmas and New Year's. So I don't know how it is on your farm, if you farm, but on our farm, we tend to take it easier during the holidays and try to relax a bit. Obviously the cows still gotta get fed, they still gotta be taken well care of, and they gotta get milked and all that. But all the extra stuff kind of tends to get pushed out till after New Year's. With that being said, sit back, and this should be an exciting video. So I just got the mixer tractor started. I got a mixed feed now. I already got the calves done this morning, and I am going away early tonight, so I guess I'm not sure if Dad's gonna have to do them tonight or what we're gonna do there yet. Have to figure that out yet. But anyway, got to drive down and get the loader tractor started and let them warm up a little bit. So while the tractors are warming up, I got these pails here and I'm gonna run them up to the house. I'm gonna throw some hot water in them because the water spills where we're keeping our mule calves. So I'm gonna try to put really hot water in and see if we can't thaw it. And if that doesn't work, at least we have water up, more water up there that we can give to the calves. So try to hit two birds with one stone. So I don't have any water in our shop at all. So that's something I would definitely like to change and dig a water line out there and put a water heater in and stuff, but that's for right now. We don't, so. On this barn, we got a water bowl on this side and on this side, so got some in there. Gonna put some in the other side now. We'll let that sit in there for a bit. When I'm done mixing feed, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna take the top off and maybe try to heat it up a bit. And there's just a little bit froze. Okay, so an update on the water trough situation. It's going to be warm in the next few days, so I just opened everything up so the warm air can get in. And same on that side. Not sure if it's worth even bothering with it, considering it's going to be a month or so before we want to put calves in here. Not sure if we can keep it going or not, but we'll try. I'm thinking maybe we should move all these calves home where our others are. So I got interrupted when I was unloading last time. The milk truck was here, and when he comes, he's got to drive up here, so I'm actually in the way for him unloading. I usually try to time it out so that I'm not unloading when he comes, but it didn't work out this time. So I got like a half unloaded, and then I had to drive up. I ended up going home and having lunch and doing a bunch of stuff in between. So I just came up in the barn to make sure we're not overfilling the wagon, which we're not yet, but we don't have that much room left. Have to keep an eye on here, up here. Now we're getting too close for comfort, but we're almost empty. Well, we're gonna have to do a little bit of forking, I guess. Just take a little bit of this and fork it to the front or back, because we're so close to empty. rev it up to finish emptying the mixer. Okay guys, so as promised, I am gonna talk about our heifer barn and some of the decisions that went into building it and why we made the decisions, how we like it, what we don't like, etc. Okay, so we are just in the front part of the heifer barn right now. We have a small heated part in the front, so we have the office over here, which doesn't have too much going on. And then out here's the heifer barn. So before we talk about the heifer barn exactly, we're going to talk about why we built the heifer barn in the first place. So initially we had our heifers down at the barn at my place. If you watch my videos, that's where my veal calves are right now. I'll try to maybe put a picture on here. But so we had the heifers down there, and so we built this heifer barn in 2021, and I believe it was maybe 2018, 2019. We redid my barn down there for heifers because prior to that we did have heifers in there, but we could only hold like 20 or 30 heifers in there. So we redid the barn and made it so we could hold more, up to 60 or so. It was pretty packed with 60, but we had a pasture as well, so it worked. And then we got up to like, I think a bit over 60, and it was just starting to get too full, and we decided we had to do something. The heifers, they did okay, but they never did great, especially when you first took them down there, and we didn't have that many groups. We were only able to have 2 groups, so the young ones got pushed back and stuff. So we decided we had to do something. So 2021, we built this heifer barn, and we love it. So initially, when we were planning on building a barn, we first talked about building a little piece, a little lean-to onto my barn, and of course that evolved into maybe putting a bigger piece onto my barn, and then that evolved into building a separate barn on my property. And then we got to thinking, we were building this manure pit anyway. So just out of the window here is our manure pit. It holds 1.3 million gallons, and we built that exactly the same time that we built the heifer barn. But we were thinking of building a heifer barn down there, and then we started talking about manure storage and stuff, and I was also like, wait a minute, why don't we build it here? Because we'll build it right by the manure pit, and we'll build it up on the hill, and then we can build another barn beside when we decide, it'll probably be on this side when we decide to build a barn for milking cows. So then we were talking, 100-foot long barn or so, and then that went into 150 feet, eventually 200 feet. So this heifer barn is 200 feet, and then we decided to add an additional 50 feet on the end for future add-on. And we knew in the meantime we could use it for storage, for equipment or bales or whatever we decide to. So that's what we did, and that's what you have here. This barn is 64 feet wide. We'll talk some of the numbers now. So we wanted a scrape alley. We figured we wanted it about 11 feet wide. So we kind of built the pen width according to that, because we wanted to be able to swing these gates closed and lock the cattle to the back very easily when we clean the scrape alley. So you just literally swing these gates and they latch, and it's a pretty good system. These small pens for the small calves, we got at 11 feet so that the gates match up with the so you can close them and it lines up nice. And then the bigger pens we got at 21 feet, so you take one gate from this side, one gate from that side, lock them to the back, if that makes sense. I forget how deep the pack is, but you can do the math, because I believe that the feed alley is 16 feet wide. I should double check that for sure, but I believe that's what it is. So we have 6 of the 21 feet wide pens, and then 4 of the 11-foot wide pens for the smaller calves. We have about 150 cattle in here, and so we would have them overcrowded in standards of anyone, nutritionist or anyone that you talk to. But their thing, I guess, is they should all be able to eat at once, because when one comes up, they all want to come up. Well, I don't know, and I'm no expert, but we have more cattle in here that can come up and eat. And if you look at the back ones, and you look at the ones eating, I don't know. There might be something to it, but if you keep feed up all the time for heifers, I don't know. I think some of it's a little bit over dramatic, but that's just me. Who knows? But the cattle have done amazing up here. I will say that. It's a difference of night and day. They grow, I don't know how much faster, but they grow a lot faster. So excuse the dirty barn. It actually has not got washed yet since this was built in 2021. So it needs a cleaning in the worst way. But I'll show you a little bit out the end here. This is our storage. We do not have it full yet, but I got a few more things I want to put in here. We got the forage wagons in, the corn planter in here, and that is spring wheat seed actually in that wagon right there. And as you can see, we got a fair bit of room for storage here yet. We got a tarp door right there. We closed this door in, left this door open, and yeah. So we got fully automated curtains, which are absolutely work fabulous, minus an exception. The beginning of this winter, those curtains down there by the small calves randomly decided they weren't going to work right, and we didn't catch on for a few days, and all of a sudden all of our like 3 or 4 smaller pens of calves were sick, and Jake was needling them. We got them back now miraculously, but it was pretty bad for a while. So what happened was the curtains quit working, and we couldn't figure out why. Finally, as a last-ditch resort, I went and cleaned the sensor off right there, the small little sensor, and since then it's been working great. So I think that's the problem. So every winter, the beginning of every winter, every fall, we gotta from now on know to do that. So we put in heated water bowls. There's 1 per 2 pens, and we did the heated water bowls because you want to play it safe. It's better to have it and not need it than not have it and need it. So we got them turned off. We never need them. It never freezes in here. With that many cattle in here, it's quite easy to keep it warm enough. We usually keep it around 1 degree or so in here when it's really cold outside, and then we turn it to about 2 degrees in here when it's a bit warmer, like around 0 or -5. Another thing we did is we made the walls 2 feet higher than we were initially going to. I forget if it's 16, I believe they're going to be 14 feet high. We made it 16 feet high. I'm pretty sure. And that was basically for ventilation. We're on a hill up here. So in the summer, the breeze, there's almost always a breeze coming through here. So it's we got lucky with how well it's situated. So we got a roll-up door right there that we just use a chain with because we don't open it very often. Automatic door at the far end, automatic door here, and an automatic scrape alley door. So we built this little piece in here because this is a drive-through barn, and well, kind of for 2 reasons. So one reason, this is a drive-through barn. You can't really have stuff here because you want to drive through. So it's nice to have a spot that you can set it off and out of the way. Now, it's a little bit of a mess right now. And reason number 2, we'll probably be using this for a breezeway to chase cows through when we have another barn beside. When we have our milk cow barn beside, we'll probably connect the 2 and just chase them right through there. So that will should work quite well. Might be nicer on the scrape alley side, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. And we got some solid manure storage here right beside the manure pit, and we got a little gap there that the juices can run in. And we were lucky enough to get all the gravel from a field at the back. So we built this big gravel yard right here. So it comes right to the end of this ag bag. I'm in the field right now, but it comes right here and goes to all of that. And it's so nice because we didn't have anywhere trucks would come in. They can't turn around or anything. So we wanted room, and that is what we got. But it's funny when you build it, it's never as big as you think it is. Hey, I'm just mixing feed. Just got done with the loader work, and I'm about finished mixing feed. We got a family Christmas dinner today. That'd be on the on my side, so the Pond Bank Farms family here, and my sister's coming up with her husband and family, and the whole family will be together here. We're gonna have a big Christmas dinner. And last night we were hanging out really late. I had a ugly Christmas sweater party with a bunch of friends, and then tomorrow we're gonna go and hang out with Emily's family about 3 hours away, and we're gonna be staying there the night till Sunday. So we got some busy Christmas holidays here. Anyway, we're just mixing feed right now, and then we gotta go eat. I also want to say thank you to everybody that wished us a Merry Christmas. Much appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning along. So with New Year's coming up, let's talk about some of our plans here for the new year. Honestly, we don't have any big plans. The one thing is, with us starting veal calves, we're gonna definitely be trying to ramp it up and do a fair bit of that this year, and maybe cut back a wee bit on the custom work, custom field work. We're still gonna do a lot of custom field work. We're gonna do corn chopping. We'll be doing a lot of field work for loyal customers and stuff. But as far as taking on new customers and doing small runaround job, we probably won't be as keen to do that because we're gonna be busy with veal calves. So that's probably the biggest thing that's gonna be changing in 2025. But I mean, we still got about maybe 750 acres of our own to do, so that'll keep us busy in and of itself with the veal calves. And still, we'll be doing a lot of custom work, just we're not going to be trying to grow it, I guess. Just putting in mineral premix right now. So the wagon upstairs, our forage wagon where we keep our feed for our milk cows, is still like probably 3/4 full, so I wouldn't be able to get much feed in. So I'm just gonna park the tractor here for the day, and it'll probably stay here until tomorrow. And I'm gonna be gone tomorrow, but then Jake will have enough for tomorrow and possibly even Sunday, which would be nice. That's one nice thing with the system we have. We won't get into why I gotta do that, but that's the way we stop it now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I think that'll be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the Heifer Barn Tour. If you have any questions at all of anything that I missed, please reach out and I'd be happy to address it in another video. So for that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have an amazing new year, and we will see you in 2025. So with that being said, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.